Hello contestants, and welcome to the latest game show sweeping the land, Mathematical True or False. Get ready to put your math minds to the test with your host with the most, the super teacher extraordinaire, the one with the most problems and solutions, Mr. Walker. Thank you. Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining me for another episode of True or False, Mathematical True or False. Yes, guys, that's what we're here to solve today. And we're going to put your brains to the test by determining which equations and expressions are true or false. So let's go ahead and jump right in things today with our round one problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we have 12 minus 9 equals 3. Is this equation true or false? Well, right you are. 12 minus 9 equals 3 is a true equation. It is balanced on both sides of the equal sign. 12 minus 9 is indeed 3. If I have 12 of something and I take away 9 of them, I would only have 3 left. Both sides of the equation is balanced, is equal, which makes it true. Ooh, no, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. Remember, if an equation is the same, is equal on both sides, that makes it true. Take another look at this one. All right, contestants, here's question number 2 coming at you. 14 plus 16 equals 30. True or false? Well, right you are again, contestant. We have a couple mathematicians in the audience today, that's for sure. This equation is indeed balanced. There's a couple different ways, a couple different strategies we can take to prove this. One strategy would be to simply look at our ones column and add them up. 4 plus 6 would give me 10. I do have a 10 in one place over here, and I could check that further by going on and adding those two numbers up. I could also know that if I were to take a 1 from here, add it to this side, that would give me 15. Taking away the 1 here would also make it 15, and I know the doubles fact of 15 plus 15 would in fact equal 30, so this is a balanced equation. It is true. Ooh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Take another look at this equation here. Use a strategy. Maybe think of a doubles fact, or maybe look at your 1s and 10s and see if this 14 plus 16 would indeed equal 30. All right, contestants, we're stepping up our game here. Moving into round 2, looking at equations now to determine if they are true or false. Take a look at this guy. Tell me what you think. Well, there's no stopping you today, is there, contestant? This is one of our trickier equations, but you guys have once again gotten it correct. You have balanced this equation to make sure that both sides are indeed equal, making this equation true. There are a few different strategies that we can use to prove this. One, of course, being adding up just our ones place to start. I have a 0 and a 4, which would give me 4. I have a 2 and a 2, which would also give me 4, so I know that we are going to be equal because I have a 6 and a 7 in both sides of this equation that are being added. So I can kind of use those ones to help me out to make sure that we're equal. Another thing I could look at is that when this number of 60 increases by 2 on this side, our number of 74 had decreased by 2 on the other side, meaning that they balance each other out, in fact making this equation true. So great job, mathematicians. Oh, I'm sorry, as a matter of fact, that is incorrect. Take another look at these, and without solving both sides per se, see what other strategies you can use to help you figure out whether this is true or false. Look at your 1s, look at your 10s, look at what numbers change and how they change from side to side, and see if you can decide whether this is true or false. Alright, coming down to the wire here. In the next round, we have another equation that we need to prove is true or false. Look at both sides of this equation and tell me, what do you think? Right you are again, contestant. 44 plus 29 is in fact equal to 45 plus 28, which makes this equation true. How can we prove that? What strategies can we use? Well, again, I can look at how my 44 went up to a 45 here, which means that my next number would have to go down. 29 did in fact go down 1 to 28, making this equation balanced. I could even look at my ones again. 4 plus 9 would give me 13. 5 plus 8 would give me 13 as well, meaning that we're balanced in that direction as well. If I wanted some additional proof, I could even use some estimation here and think of this as, let's say, a 30. 44 plus 30 would give me 74. But I know I'm one off from that because I'm really 29, so really it's 73. Over here I have 45 plus 30. If I wanted to use the same estimation, which would give me 75, but I know I'm 2 off from 30 here, so really this is going to be 73. Oh, I am balanced, I am equal, I am true. Ooh, great guess, contestant, but unfortunately that is not correct. Take a look at these two sides of the equation here. Apply a strategy, maybe your one strategy, maybe using some estimation, or maybe simply adding how can we prove that both sides of this equation are in fact true. We have made it to the bonus round, ladies and gentlemen. Our hearts are pumping. Pulses are racing. We are ready to prove whether or not this equation is true or false. You are correct once again. Congratulations. This equation is not true, and there are a variety of reasons, a variety of strategies we can use to prove that this is in fact not true. It is false. Here's how we can do that. For starters, I could take a look at my ones. 6 plus 5 is 11. 0 plus 2 is 2. I know it's going to be false right away because of my ones. That's just one area I can use to help me prove that this is false. I could also use what I know about doubles facts to help me out on this one. I know 15 and 15 would give me 30. So if I were to pull 15 out of here, I would have 30, which would leave me with 41 over here. 41 and 30, 40 and 32. Even if I moved this one over here to make that 31 and 40, still not equal on both sides of my equation, on both sides of my equal side. So this is indeed false. Oh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. This is not as straightforward as an example as we've taken a look at in our other questions, but there are still a variety of strategies we can use to prove whether this is true or false. Give it another try, show your strategy, let me see what you're thinking. Well, I would like to thank you all for participating in True or False, mathematical true or false with your host, Mr. Walker. It has been a blast. Your prizes are in the mail, and I appreciate you guys for having so much fun with us today. The studio audience appreciates it too. Don't forget that bonus round is awaiting you in the module, so don't worry about the fun stopping here with us. It's going to keep living on for you guys to practice and proving whether equations are true or false. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your day.